So in this video, a couple of replays in the Pharaoh's Fury, which is a Halloween tank, independent Era 2 medium tank. It's not in the earn-up this year for the Halloween tanks. It is available by itself in the store with a 30% discount, although it's probably worth waiting for next year to see if it's in an earn-up in next year's one, rather than spend a 9,000 gold. But it's up to you. I think it's quite a nice little tank. Wrong register, just been spotted. Want to get out of there because it seems as though my ally was fired upon pretty quick. Seems like someone's either pre-aiming that ridge or not too sure what's going on. But priority target is this light tank. That light tank will just be permanently lighting us all up, so want to get rid of that light tank. And decided now that it seems like the team are pushing quite nicely towards the south, and want to get as much damage and as many guns out of the game as I can at this stage. I've got this Ignis, again just putting shots in. Do want to get back over this ridge. A lot of people sort of camp their base here. They can shoot across from those buildings that are by the base. Good firing angle, and that's why I'm using the slight ridge in the middle of this field just to try and get over here, get up people's gun sights. There are quite a few tanks here in this battle with ATGMs. Really don't want to get hit by an ATGM. Trying to stay as hull down, turret down as I can, going down this alleyway. I'm just YOLOing this heavy tank. I want to get him out of the game. I'm lining my tank up with that building, so hopefully I won't get shot. And as you can see, bounced the shot off the rear of this tank. The rear armour of this tank is surprisingly good. It is effective against people who will just auto aim like that. Also against auto cannon tanks that sort of come around the back, try and get some shots in. So yeah, the Ramsey, the Pharaoh's Fury. I think it is an okay tank. 460 damage on the standard rounds and premium rounds, 426 penetration on the standard, 494 on the premium. Pretty good. The 426 is usually good enough for most tanks that you're going to be seeing. Only run sort of 10, so maybe sometimes 12 of the premium rounds. So it is quite a good silver earner, just because the standard ammo is so good. The third shell has got 250 pen, which is quite nice, but I don't take any, because the extra 110 damage that you get on those rounds, I don't think it's worth the risk of just just hitting tracks, doing no damage at all. So I just run the standard and the premium rounds. Pushing this southern flank quite hard. I noticed, as I said earlier, seems to be some tanks up here camping up the base. Always the case on this map. I just want to go over and try and get as many shots as I can. There's two tanks there. Missed the shot in between both tanks, so yeah, unfortunately couldn't get any more damage out of that. A couple of the enemy tanks just been taken down now. We're only one tank up. It is quite a close game. I do think we've got map control, as you can see. We've still sort of fairly in control of the centre of the map, although the enemy team are pushing that northern flank. And just trying to get shots into these tanks as much as I can. The Ignis is the priority. That is a very dangerous tank, and my ally is able to auto cannon it out of the game. Still just one tank in it, but we're one tank up now, and just really want to push the advantage on this flank. I'm thinking the enemy team is likely going to camp or cap the base, so I just want to push this flank, and sure enough one of the enemies does get onto our cap but comes off. So I'm thinking maybe they are going to try and win this game rather than just try and cap us out. But I'm still just trying to get as much damage out as I can. So the tank itself, the 5 degrees gun depression isn't brilliant. I think that's the main downside of this tank. And also it seems to have a strange behaviour on soft ground. The whole traverse is okay. The terrain resistance is okay, apart from it is quite bad on soft. I do run the clutch braking and the off-road driving skills on the Commander, but still, low speeds, soft ground, it just won't turn. Yeah, very strange. I'm not too sure if there's if that was the case before, because I hardly ever played this tank before the new skills and commanders, so equipment, were released. Top speed's pretty good. I think the armour is good as well, as you saw earlier. Managed to bounce something off the back armour, which is always good. I think it is an okay average tank. I think it's quite a good tank to earn for free. If it was in the Halloween earn up, I'm sure it'd be in the next couple of years. So we're down to 3-3 now. I am bouncing a lot of these rounds. Get the auto aim on the light tank, bounce that as well. Getting a bit annoyed now with these standard rounds, thinking I should have really had the premium ones in. I tend to default to the premium rounds when it's in a situation like this. It's now 2 versus 3. Take another shot, bounces, and that's it. I've had enough of the standard rounds. In come the premium rounds. Need all these shots to pen. The light tank, I don't think that tank has any ATGMs, so I'm not too concerned by it. It is this Ignis that I want to get out of the game. Tiny little shot there, worth taking on that Ignis. And we've got the heavy tank here as well. Get a nice shot into the Ignis. I think that shot probably won the game. I think if that Ignis could get away, he was going to either run to our cap or potentially just go round behind us and just put ATGMs in or from his cannon. So yeah, critical. My ally does get taken out. We've got this we've got the T-72 here. I'm not too sure what he's doing. He seems to be trying to bait me to take a shot, but pushing around the building quite heavily. But at this point I'm thinking he's a one shot. I do want to try and get around the back of him. The light tank I'm not really concerned about, really, to be honest. I'm not too sure that it's got too much playing ring around roses of the house. Decide that he's going to be continuing, so managed to stop, outbreak him. And got the kill on that T-72. The light tank now is running away. I'm just thinking now, I'm just going to try and bait him to come back. If I was that light tank, I'd be running off, and I would be looping around to try and get shots into me, capping the enemy base. That's what I would do. So I'm here. I'm just repairing the tank. I do run the repair kit in Cold War since they've changed it. During this battle, I think I managed to get another sort of 1,000 hit points back from the repair kit, so it is definitely worth taking. And not really sure what he's doing. There's no way he can actually pen me with this tank, so I've decided at this point, on the hit point scale, it's 6% to 1%, so I am in a winning position. I'm going to win this game if it ends now. So my only real concern is that he jumps on the cap and either hides, plays ring around roses in one of the houses over there, and gets to win that way. So I'm thinking, just go and defend the base. He's run off now, no idea where. As I said, the top speed of this tank is pretty good. You get up to it pretty fast. We're pretty much at the top speed now, but still can't keep up with that light tank. So I decided I'm going to go not only turret down, or hold down, I'm going to go turret down on this ridge back here. What I want to try and do is just keep the that ridge over there in view. Try and keep the A-line view in line as well, in view. I'm not too concerned about him coming up the one line. Pretty sure he'll hit the cap, although there is a slight gap between the map border and the cap circle, so possible he could come up the one line. But at the moment, it's up to him. He does have 4 kills, so it's not as though he's just been sitting at the back doing nothing. So he could pull this around, but it's up to him to make a move at the moment. As I said, in a winning position, and I think unfortunately this is where sometimes if you're in a winning position, you're going to have to let the opponent make a move. I'm just going to repair the tank. The only thing that I can concern now is that he sets me on fire. This tank does like get set on fire. I've been set on fire a couple of times, so really don't want that to happen. So just repairing up again, just keeping an eye on those ridges, making sure where he might be coming from. I really don't mind waiting this game out. We'll win up to 7% now on the health bar, which is good. Nearly back up to full health as well. So as I said, this whole repair kit now, I think it is really strong. I think it is good. And yeah, just watching those hills, and I've just spotted them. I'm just thinking what to do now. Do you see him just coming out of that tree there? So just thinking, do I go for it? I'm thinking I might as well. He is a one shot. Pre-aim where it is, come over the ridge, and he's spotted me, but he didn't react in time, and I managed to get the shot in. So yeah, ended up that game with the 7 kills. Some careful gameplay, knowing that I'm in the lead and I'm winning, so up to the enemy to make a mistake, which he did. So yeah, really good game in the Pharaoh's Fury. Kind of demonstrates, some problems with the gun depression. The mobility is pretty good. Damage is nice, but with Era 2, there's a lot of tanks with autocannons, ATGMs. Autocannons, I think this tank is pretty good against. ATGMs will just go through it, unfortunately, particularly if they hit your sort of front quarter. Might set you on fire as well. That's just a summary of the equipment I was having as well. So equipment, got the gun rammer, help the reload, got the stabilizer as well, got the vents, and got the gun lane drive. I've noticed since they've changed the equipment and the skills, gun lane drive seems to be a lot more important, with steady aim being removed. I think it's more important to try and get your best accuracy as quickly as possible, rather than just having a base 20% better accuracy to begin with. So I think the aiming time is going to be more important. So running gun lane drive, I think it is helping, which is obviously why I run it. And then on the skills side, I've only got 6 skills. This tank isn't particularly good at training crews. It's only got a 10% crew XP boost, 10% XP boost, and a 65% silver boost, which is nice. Got Born Leader, Run and Gun, Snapshot, Clutch Braking, Off-Road Driving, and Rapid Aim. And then on the boosters, you may have noticed the post-battle results. Got a 4 times Commander XP boost and a 1.5 silver boost. So on this map, I do notice that when the enemy takes this position, they can be a bit of a nuisance to get rid of. Trying to make this position work best I can with the lack of gun depression. As I said, only 5 degrees. But there seems to be quite a lot of targets around here, so probably just going to stay here until the team push up. There are about 3 platoons on the other team, so I think they are just bunching up all together and just playing the same flank, so it looks like they're all here. Someone's popped smoke over there, so just want to try and use that to my advantage and push up. So thinking it's smoke screen's still there, 3 of my allies are pushing up, I might as well go for it as well. Do want to get rid of these light tanks and the Monster Jaeger down here. they can just be a nuisance for the rest of the game if they're still alive. And Monster Jaeger, pop smoke, I'm going to use it again to my advantage to try and keep in the smoke as best I can. Looks like there's an outline of a tank there. Get a nice shot into it there, and he's trying to run off. Just putting shots in best I can now. He does get a salvo into me. The armour does hold up. As I said, the armour's a bit strange, and as you can see, just took a shot there. I thought it was an ally. It's just doing this video, I've noticed it is actually that BMP that came around and tried to put a shot into the back. Yeah, did absolutely nothing. This Leopard's come around. The fuel tanks did get damaged, so I immediately repaired that. Just want to get this BMP out of the game, and I'm just started the whole repair. I do tend to just try and maximise the repair health out of these kits, just to stay stationary. Make sure it's double if you stay stationary. So it is definitely worth it. Just pushing forward, letting the Leopard know I'm here. Get quite a lucky shot into the auto aimed into the fuel tank of the light tank. Pushing around, he's on a reload. Fairly confident to go around and just put an auto aim shot into its front plate there. Nice shot into the Leopard again. Blocking some nice damage from that salvo. And again from behind. As I said, with the Monster Hunter going on, it looks like a lot of people are using Monster Jaegers in Cold War mode. Unfortunately, ran into a platoon of what looks like 3 of them. So it can be a bit annoying, but I think with this tank, I think the armour holds up quite well. As you saw, minimal damage from 2 salvos, one hit in the front, one hit in the back. So yeah, looks like they're just ignoring me now. They've yellowed into the middle, pretty much surrounded on 3 sides. They're just chasing after that line tank, and just like that, it's 9 to 1 now. Trying to get over there, see if I can get a last shot of damage in. Using the mobility of this tank, as I said, gets up to top speed quite nicely. It can stay there apart from if you hit some soft ground. Just use a free aim shot, and it just lines up perfectly for me. So just tried to pre-aim where I thought it would be, going over the ridge, lined up. So yeah, pulled the trigger and got that last kill. So yeah, Pharaoh's Fury. I think it's quite a nice tank. It is one I wouldn't recommend buying unless you really like the look of it, really like the idea of it. It is good against autocannons. It is good against sort of these Monster Jaegers that are around a lot. But unfortunately, ATGMs tend to go through it. And I think there's just a lot more other tanks that are just more usable. All the Leopards, I would say, are better than this. But it does have its uses. It is fun. And during the Monster Hunter earner up, you get double Commander XP as well, so that's always a benefit, and extra points for the actual earn up itself. So that's why I use it. It's good in that case, but unfortunately, since I got it last Halloween, I haven't really used it much. But yeah, hopefully you liked the video, and thanks for watching.